And when a startup is thinking about getting support with PR and they're kind of ready to increase their visibility, I would love to hear a few things that they should kind of be thinking about before they get to that point, or if there's anything that they should have already done before it's time to kick in the PR piece.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Firstly, I think there's a lot of confusion around what PR is, right? So if somebody hasn't worked in marketing in particular before, there's always sort of a question of what defines PR versus kind of traditional marketing. And with you being in social media, I'm sure you see this a lot. You might have clients say, "Hey, can you get me on a podcast? Can you get me into an art news article, etc." And I think there's something to be said for staying in your lane as a marketer to some degree, right? For startups that are thinking about elevating their visibility, I think it's really important to have your baseline messaging nailed down. It doesn't have to be perfect and it's absolutely allowed to evolve. But I think without that core messaging piece, it's really hard for us to go out and amplify your story, right? So having that story um, solidified, at least in its first iteration, is the number one thing that we're looking for. So if a founder is unclear about their value proposition, they're not ready for PR. If a founder doesn't have a working site to drive traffic to, they're not ready for PR. I think that with the media landscape right now, we're seeing less, quote unquote, stealth mode, um, and more folks kind of quietly emerging on social, having a fully baked website, getting some customers under their belt who can be a mouthpiece for the brand, and then sort of stepping into more of a formal press launch or press activity after that.